From the 313, none of these skills you about to see come free. So you wanna be a sweet MC, you gotta become me. If you ever wanna be one, see.
Man, what you know about a sweet MC? In the 313, none of these skills you about to see come free. So you wanna be a sweet MC, you better become me. If you ever wanna be one, see.
Yo, some people say I'm whack. Now if that's right, I'm the freshest whack MC that you ever heard. In your lifetime, my slick acapella sounds clever with the beats. Boy, I'm the deepest things as potholes that ever hit the street. Forget a gold digger succubus, my soul's thick with ruggedness. With the mic, I'm like a dyke, can't no nigga fuck with this. I got more different strokes than Philip Drummond. On open mic, I roll your woman just to keep my lyrics coming. Bitch, we elevated to new heights, premeditated. Let it be that I stated they hate it, now that they see that I made it. He escalated, can be put to detest the greatest. That's the heart from MCs and I ate it, so I take it. That's the reason I'm hated. To represent my temperament, if rap was a dick on you, so go hard MCs when I be impotent for pimping it and acting like you can rock the show. Harder than LL's rock, the bells will use a hoe. Nah, everything that you collaborate, I lacerate my lines to keep coming like nymphomaniacs that masturbate at a faster rate. Yeah, I got something for your ass to hate. I blast your hates and have them all running past the gates. And as the fakes clutching and touching the flows, I got them open like marijuana smoke up in your nose. Bucking these hoes, I got that shit down to a science. Leaving them hot and bothered, turned on like an appliance. Defiance, no, we won't have that. You want your shit to blow up? Well, I'ma stuff some dynamite in your ass crack and blast that shit to kingdom come. Then bring up some of this real hip hop. I'll drop bees and you ain't singing and I do my thing and run. And you all knew from get-go that you couldn't hold your own with the strength of Lou Ferrigno. So stop that bullshit flow. Yo, you need to come with the real skills and act like you know.
So what you know about a sweet MC? In the 313, none of these skills you about to see come free. So you wanna be a sweet MC, you better become me. If you ever wanna be one, see.
Now what you know about a sweet MC? From the 313, none of these skills you about to see come free. So you wanna be a sweet MC, you gotta become me. If you ever wanna be one, see.
So what you know about a sweet MC? In the 313, you don't know shit, so when you see one fleet, you can be run deep, you never be the MC. I stopped the alphabet at S, I got it down to a T. I'm sure you're bound to agree, a sweet MC crashed the spot. I make the roof hot like I was Rock Master Scott. Your ass forgot, so just in case you don't remember me, I run your brain around the block to jog your fucking memory. It's either them or me, man, kill or be killed. You will or be sealed, your casket closed, you still or be billed. My facility's filled with fans packed to capacity. I send a rapper back with the crack of his ass shitty. If he's acting soft for the cowards, he better come cleaner than J. Rue jacking off when he showers. You flowers got no clout with a thing. You could date a stick of dynamite, it wouldn't go out with a bang. I shout with a slang simple as ABCs. Skip over the D's and rock the microphone with ease. You thrown them C's, and I'm a max alone. But axidome like a solo from a saxophone. So facts are known, writers get treated with shocks. I rock a beat harder than you can beat it with rocks. I'm greeted with flocks of fellow followers, singers. You couldn't make the fans throw up their hands if they swallow their fingers. But you can bring yours, let's see what you got. But don't front, and never try to be what you're not. Cause you can be quick, jump the candlestick, burn your back, and fuck Jill on a hill, but you still ain't Jack.
So what you know about a sweet MC? From the 313, none of these skills that you just seen come free. So you wanna be a sweet MC, you'll never become me. So you ain't ever gonna be one, see.
So what you know about a sweet MC? In the 313, none of these skills that you just seen come free. So you wanna be a sweet MC, you'll never become me. So you ain't ever gonna be one, see.
Yes. That was some old school Eminem. Oh shit, where my horns at?
Yeah, I feel like that was a little rush, but whatever. We're getting into this bitch. What up?
Yes. And of course, I am your host, Famous Amos, aka Mr. Unidentified, the Unidentified Black Male, aka your mother's last mistake, aka Pinky. I kind of forgot some of my other aliases because I got wrapped up in the moment of using my horns again.
Yeah, we're fucking going ham with the horns today. And I feel like you should turn the horns up. That's a little bit weak for the horn. I want this shit to scare motherfuckers. Yeah, boom. Fucking what's up? It's your co-host. It's Tim Redhose, a.k.a.
Plato got stacks?
I totally forgot my AKAs. A.k.a. Plato got stacks. A.k.a. Tim the Hoon. A.k.a. Hoonius Rex. A.k.a. Hoonius Ferg. A.k.a. George Hooney. And A.k. fucking young Timmy Bust Nuts.
Timmy Bust Nuts.
What's up, guys? And you might notice another guest to my right here, and this is going to be Mr. Andrew Moncayo. What's up, Doug?
I don't fucking know. You told me to come here.
Goddamn right we did, because we wanted to introduce him to you guys. But really quick, what's good with that book?
Our book of the month, of course, for all you guys that have been listening to us for the past month of May, is Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. I am about halfway through. I still have a few days to finish it out. I'm just going to knock it out as soon as I get that optimal reading chance, maybe before bed. But yes, it is definitely a good book that breaks down the history of humankind, and I think that it's something that you'd be enjoying if you kind of subscribe to the narrative of the mainstream vibe of, you know, mankind and what's been given to us. But if you're a straight up conspiracy theorist, like some of you blockheads may be, it may be a good way of you to look inside of what the masses are considering factual evidence and proof, and maybe you can go ahead and go on your own journey and, you know, prove it wrong, dissuade it, or do something really cool. But yeah, that's it. Check it out. It's on sale right now on Amazon Prime, brand new, $13.55. So take it away from here, Tim, with our comic book of the week.
Yeah, comic book of the week. We're going with Red Sonja, the she-devil with a sword. I totally forgot who the writer is. Let me look that shit up. The writers and talent on this book was Michael Avon Oeming, Mike Carey, and Mel Ruby. It's pretty fucking dope, guys. I really like it. It's like really bloody, which I always like seeing fucking cartoons bleeding and like heads getting chopped off and shit. And
Red flag.
And Red Sonja, she's pretty hot, so it really makes it easier on myself because I like titties and violence.
Now, just for all you guys that are out there listening and staying with us, we do want to give a special shout out to all our blockheads out there and friends of the show. Shout out to, of course, Angel Jara. She was our guest last week. Good old fashioned.
You sounded like a white person.
Whatever. I'm not gonna try to rule my R's and make it look bad. You know.
Angel Jara.
Check out also Keenan Floyd. He was our most recent guest as well. Also, I want to give a shout out to some of our blockheads who stay in contact with us either by DM or by Discord, which of course, Pants Off, Slip and Slide. You're our guy.
The guy.
We got a new blockhead, Jason 91990. He's from the IE. You know, he fucks with us. He's an outdoorsman. He likes to shoot. Maybe we can get set up a range day or something and go out shooting one day.
Ooh, I'm down.
Of course, JT, the greatest voice.
JT,
friend of the show. We're gonna definitely have him back on when Phoenix comes out, possibly, or something like that, or when all these Marvel movies that are soon to drop, like not Homecoming,
Far From Home.
Like, once some of these Marvel movies jump, we can and then John Wick 3 just came out, which
oh hell yeah, she was dope.
You saw that shit? That shit was
I was
awesome.
at the red carpet premiere for that movie.
Were you really?
I was like 20 feet from Keanu Reeves.
Really? Did you try to touch him?
We gotta protect him. I can't have any type of like bullshit come out bad about Keanu Reeves. I don't want to know about his past. I don't know about no bullshit. Like, nah,
his
Keanu
past
Reeves
is pure.
Yep.
You may know him as Jesus Christ.
Another one on the list is Reverend Grebo. Cool dude. Bassman Dean 84. Watching Dab. Fluxy. The Paul Sanders. Another cool dude, of course. Completely Useless Podcast.
Yo, shout outs to them.
Gotta give a shout out to them.
How could you forget them? That was a wing challenge.
And just shout out to everyone who's engaged with us on our Discord chat.
Thank you
everyone
very
who's
much,
on our
blockheads.
Anchor and all these podcasting platforms. We're really happy with the amount of love we've been getting and receiving from you. Shout out to all the tinfoil guys. Y'all are amazing too. I
feel like since we were just talking about movies and since we never formally did a Game of Thrones review.
Holy shit, we didn't even do a Game of Thrones.
Yeah, we
should we do it
kind
at the
of.
end or should we do it right now?
We can save it towards the end. 'Cause I can go on forever.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We'll save it towards the end.
We can save that for the end.
Yeah, just so people don't have to tune out immediately.
Yeah, they're like, fuck, Game of Thrones.
Motherfucker.
The one place I came to escape from Game of Thrones. Not the blockheads too.
Fucking dragons bullshit.
We don't like that shit. Get
Dumbass
your fucking
dragon.
World of Warcraft out of here.
And also, those of you that may not have realized, if you go on YouTube, we're on video now.
Yes,
you can see our faces.
Are we recording?
Wow.
We're recording right now.
Oh, okay.
Wait, are we recording right now? Make sure that's on.
I mean, I'll double check. I mean, it'd be really awkward if we didn't, because we're recording audio for a fact.
Yeah, we're for sure recording audio. Are we recording?
We're sure recording Audio. Yeah,
Yes.
we're for sure recording audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're for
Hey.
sure recording camera too. That
And let's
does not
make
look like
sure.
anything.
Yeah, we're 10 minutes deep in
all
recording.
right,
Yeah,
that's
so we're good.
Everything. Life is all balanced.
As things should be. Endgame.
Yeah.
Infinity War.
I was definitely trying not to go down that route.
Again,
but
yes, I know, because
yeah.
we've touched on that thing within
Yeah.
every episode, and I know. Oh, speaking of
Here
which,
it is, like 3 weeks later, we're still talking about that movie. How good of a fucking movie was
I'm not
that?
gonna try to throw shade or block our current guests, but just so those of you know, our guest for next week will be That's Cool Samson, and we are all nerd Game of Thrones comic books, so we are gonna talk about Endgame. So just keep in mind for that for next week. But
Yeah.
moving forward,
We like to talk about the same shit over and over because we don't have anything else to talk about, y'all.
yeah. Before we get into our shits today, and we got some topics for you, some news, hot takes, some interesting things we want you guys to discuss in the Discord, and let the block know that shit is hot around here. We have a guest, Andrew.
Hello.
I personally have met you before at the last open mic that I attended with Tim.
Jace.
But I know that you and
God damn.
Tim have a more, I guess, personal relationship or closer than we are.
So close.
Yeah,
So,
we jerk each other off.
I mean, but for the blockheads out there that don't know you, tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, yeah, I'm a stand-up comedian, somewhat. I just graduated college. That's pretty cool.
Congratulations.
In cinema and television arts. It's a fancy way of saying I watch movies.
Let me hit him
class.
with the air horn.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know. That's pretty much it. I don't know.
How'd you end
Yeah.
up getting into film? Like,
What made you decide to do that? It's kind of an
I
interesting
did-
major.
I did theater when I was in high school.
oh no shit.
So I loved acting and doing stuff like that. That shit was really fun. I only did it for like 2 years because before that I did like football and wrestling. And then I'm like, my school is awful when it comes to sports. Like
What school did you go to?
Chino High.
Oh,
man,
shit, yeah.
Yeah, we were super shitty, and our coaches were shitty, and everyone was a douchebag. Wrestling was cool. I liked wrestling. Wrestling was fun, and then I fucked up my ankle, so I was done with that. So then I started doing theater. I'm like, I'm gonna stay inside now. I'm not gonna go outside anymore. And yeah, so I mean that was fun. I got to college. I went in undeclared. And I was gonna do theater as my major, but I'm like, that's fucking worthless. So
Damn.
I was like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I thought about doing English. I thought about doing psych. And then I settled on film because like a lot of the friends that I met, they were doing film. So I'm like, let's fucking try it out. I like writing, and then I just committed to screenwriting, and that's what I'm doing now. So I mean,
I feel you.
yeah.
Have you been writing anything as far as like
Well, the
screenplays?
last thing I finished was a drama pilot for one of my classes. It was a 50-page screenplay, and yeah, it's just the first episode of a series that I'm probably going to continue writing, depending on how committed I am. But right now, I'm writing a feature right now.
Okay.
It's kind of like it's somewhat of a stoner comedy, I guess.
Okay.
Not like through and through. It's just about a dude who accidentally runs over a guy, and the entire movie is about him and his friend trying to hide the body. And they're just fucking stupid.
It's like
Is it-
almost like a reverse dude.
is-
Where's my car?
Yeah.
Dude, where's my body?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Oh,
it's.
shit.
I've been writing that. I have like 20 pages down right now.
I don't
so,
know.
man.
I don't know what your plans or goal for this movie is, but just throwing my 2 cents in for this plot that I've heard.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if on like the side. Do you remember the movie Back to Earth with Chris Rock when he gets killed? And he goes back,
Down to Earth.
Down to Earth.
Down to Earth. I mean,
Yeah.
Imagine if it's like the guy sees these stoners trying to hide. Like, man, these motherfuckers. It's like, well, you get a chance, you can go back and try to, solve your murder. But you get a new body. Like, I got it.
We're gonna go into some mystical shit, some mystical territories.
That would be great. I'm a fan of the mystics. I'm a fan of the spiritual side and the other unknowns.
I need to get back into writing, because I got into writing when I was young, like 12. And I just started writing short stories and poetry and shit like that. So I need to get back into that.
I feel you. Is that kind of like how you ended up? What led you into doing comedy?
Yeah, kind
Or,
of.
like,
Yeah, I've
what
always
sparked
been
that interest.
Well, I've always been like the somewhat funny guy, and I was son of a bitch. I was somewhat of a funny guy, I guess you can judge for yourself. But I'm gonna fucking
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, we're not the most A1 professional podcast now that you're seeing it on video.
Yeah.
Before we could just chop this, cut it out, but I mean, I don't know.
Before you guys wouldn't have even known about
fucking
this.
rip. But yeah, I mean, like I started writing jokes when I was in like high school, just kind of like coming up with random shit ideas, and I started trying to do comedy. I think like 2 years ago, where I was going to like Hollywood and stuff a lot.
Okay.
But you know, the mics in fucking Hollywood are so like competitive, and they're so like they're just like the fucking name in the hat kind of shit.
Yes.
So I went to the Improv a lot, and I never got up. I went there like 5 times, like 5 weeks in a row, and I just never got called up. So I'm like, you know, fuck this, I'm over this. And then last summer, so I'm coming up on a year right now of comedy.
I feel you. Yeah.
And last summer, I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go try to find a mic that's nearby. And I went to Flappers over in Claremont, R.I.P.
Bitch.
Yeah.
But I went there, and yeah, so I mean, I got up the first night I went there, and I was like, I'm coming back here every fucking week.
I definitely
And
feel you on that.
that's where I met Keenan.
That's kind of where I first ended up getting my start off, like a few years back. Like that was like the poppin' spot, and then like
That's
I ended
dope. I
up
liked it.
stopping for a while. And like my whole thing was like the same reason that you just said, like going out to like LA and all that shit is like very competitive, and it was like, damn, I have no clue
Killer
Yeah.
be killed.
what the
player.
fuck I'm doing out here. And then yeah, that sparked the interest in like finding a mic that's out this way, and yeah, that Flappers.
And
That
shit
was the
dope.
one to
It
go
was-
to.
It was a good place, you know.
Yeah.
It was a good room.
It was
just poorly managed, and it fucking failed.
Yeah, it's
But,
not like its sister over there in Burbank.
Yeah, you mean the real one?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that place. Yeah, there's only one room.
Well, what are some of the projects you've been working on, or you just been working on your craft as a stand-up comedian?
I mean, like I said, I'm working on a feature right now. When I finish this one, might just fucking film it myself with my friends, cause that should be fun. So, and then next month, I think it's the 15th of June. I'm gonna be going to Vegas to help film a reality TV show. So that's gonna be fun. It's actually work. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's
Getting paid. So that should be fun.
Can you tell us the name of it?
I have no idea. I have no idea. It's about. I really don't even fucking know. I mean, I'm just like, yeah, free trip to Vegas. Let's fucking do this. Like,
Definitely.
I'm fucking super down.
How do you end up getting into like? Do you know how like you get into acting and shit like that?
I might start trying to do it more this summer because I haven't acted in forever. I mean, last time I acted was like 2 years ago for school, and it's like I was in some of my friends' short films that were like. My performance was super shitty because I got the script the night before. And it wasn't even really a script. It was just fucking some lines. And I didn't memorize them. I just showed up and I'm like, fuck it, let's just do this. And I mean, they got a good grade, so that's fine. And then I also had an acting class that I did where I'm not even joking. I was the best one in there. Everyone in there, me and my partner were the best one in there.
That's what's up.
And shout out to Genesis. But like that's, I mean, acting's fun. It's the same, not the same thing, but it's like it's sort of the same. That's kind of how I got into stand up too, because being on stage is really fun. I miss being on stage, or I miss being on stage. So I'm just like, fuck it, let's fucking do this shit. And it's the only difference is that you go theoretically in theater performances, you go on a stage knowing what you're gonna say. I mean, you do a stand up too, but it's also like. I usually just go up there. I'm like, fuck it, let's just talk about shit. Like, let's just figure it out.
Yeah, definitely. I have noticed that like you're. I really like watching you do crowd work and shit like
Thank
that.
you.
It's fucking hilarious. I laugh so fucking hard.
Well, that's
every
the
time.
most fun to do. That's the most fun thing to do because I'm like, if there's a good crowd and there's good people there, like the one when we were at we had
Yes.
good stuff. Like when we were at Characters over in Pomona the other night.
Yeah.
Like I was about to go up and you're just like, see that drunk white girl in the corner? Just pick on her. I'm like, all right.
Like, fuck it, why
So
not?
I went up
She
there.
wanted it.
She's actually Cuban, apparently. She was really nice. The other white girl, not very nice.
Yeah.
But I went in there and started just fucking with them, and then and then I got persecuted. And that was fun.
Yeah, that bitch came out.
We
and
were
they
on-
just screaming, right?
we were on. I was on stage, and this lady. Fucking was
Ma'am.
excuse me, but she was sitting in the crowd, And I'm just like, you know, well, first of all, she interrupted me first. She has some dumb shit. She's like, is that supposed to be funny, man? And I'm like, I mean, yeah. Ideally, it's supposed to be funny. And I'm like, people are laughing. And then she starts laughing. I'm like, oh, whatever, you're a fucking idiot. And then, so then I think she shuts up for a while. And then I'm just in the middle of my bit. And she stands up and just gets on stage with me. Like, that's appropriate.
Yeah, she fucking rushed that shit, too.
Yeah, no, and then, I was like, I'm fucking scared right now. What's about to happen? And then, what was that one guy's name again? The dude with the tall black dude. Was his name just Black? Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, just Black.
I mean, that wasn't his real name. It was,
I forgot his real name.
I forgot his real name. Yeah, he said his name was just
Black.
I'm like, all right, that's easy to fucking remember. But
Black, I remember Black.
But yeah,
the first time you could ever.
But then he's like, okay,
just don't call him Blackie.
He's like, get the fuck off stage. So then she gets off stage, and then I just keep going on, and I don't remember what happened. I don't remember what I said to her or what happened. And then she just goes, yeah, whatever. Then you fucking beaner. And I'm like, oh, that was cool. And then.
Yeah.
And then she just kept doing that.
What happened was, I think that's right when you called her a white girl, and then she was like, "I'm Armenian, you fucking beaner."
I'm like, whoa! First of all, I didn't say if you.
That's like you went from me calling you white to a racist slur.
To like, first of all, I'm calling you apparently the wrong thing. She was white, blonde. Her name was Melissa. She's fucking white.
That's
okay.
white.
So I'm like, and then, oh my god, it was fucking.
Are Armenians Middle Eastern?
They're, who fucking knows? Who cares? They're all dead.
Armenians either Middle Eastern or like
it's that
eastern edge of Russia.
It's kind of like like both. You know what I mean? Where it's like how like
a Mongol Russian.
Like
right?
It's in that area.
I suck at geography.
Have they earned the right to be called a colored? Like my nigga, you are colored.
they went through genocide.
That's right. Armenians did go through a genocide. Don't forget about
unacknowledged.
that.
Speaking of Turkey, earlier. Anyways, but like,
fuck.
So then she called me.
That's why nobody recognizes it.
She called me a beaner like 6 times. I liked my comeback though. My comeback was pretty good. I was like, "Whoa, excuse me, I prefer wetback. I don't even eat beans." And then she's like, "I prefer beaner, you beaner." And I was like, "Oh,
yeah."
Now you're just really showing your colors.
Yeah, no.
She was going in, and then she went to go get the manager, right?
No, she fucking left.
But then again,
I thought she went to go.
I'm not gonna lie.
With the manager. Excuse me, manager. I'm being racist.
Think about it. To be honest, when it comes to racial slurs, I mean, if you compare the two, beaner to wetback,
yeah,
I think I would be rolling with beaner. It rolls off the tongue way more smooth and
beaner.
Just like nigger. It's like
wetback.
Nigger.
Yeah. Oh, fuck it. Well,
I go with beaner.
Any is pretty.
Beaner.
It's just aggressive.
Yeah,
it's just
like,
except for Cracker. Cracker, you just can't help but feel like a clown. I just called this man saltine.
That's a funny word.
Actually, I heard that like Cracker has like a really old origin going back to.
It goes back to slave.
No. Go back. It goes further than that, back to Ireland, and it's something with like the local drunks that were like so like undone. They slept on cracks or some shit. It was something horrible. I was like, damn, good luck bringing that fucking meaning back.
Who cares?
It just sucks how some words that happen to be like hate terms have been just like, you now just can't say it at all. Like, I know we grew up in the generation of saying faggot. And when you never said,
I like that.
Like when I was a kid, I never called someone like faggot out of an actual like, I'm hating on you for being gay.
Well, it's like Louis C.K. where he's like, you didn't call a gay dude he's being a faggot. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Just being a faggot. But
I was like, if I was going with someone who's actually doing something gay, like if I saw you like kissing another dude, like, oh, that's kind of gay.
Yeah, that's cool. Whatever.
That's gay.
But again, though, back then though, it never came from hate. It always came from a descriptor. Like we had this kid when I was growing up,
or just like curiosity.
Brian. Like we knew this guy was gay when we were kids, and we were just like, "Oh, Brian's gay." Like nothing. We're not even really. Here's what he is. Like, but like it turned out later on he was gay. We just knew, but we never would say it as in like that. We were just saying like, I guess stuff when it comes to sports, like, Brian, we gave you the open layup and you missed and lost us the game. Man, just gay. Like,
fucking faggot. Why?
But it's like,
exactly. It always came out of like, not because of your sexual orientation, but because we knew the word is offensive in its own, so we just said it to offend you. But it's like, you're not gay. Like,
well, it's like my one of my cousins is gay, and Like, my whole
Congratulations.
family knew he was gay. Like, our entire lives. I knew he was gay before I even knew what gay meant. Like, I was just like, yeah, he was probably gay. Whatever, you
That
know?
boy a little funny.
Yeah. I'm like, he never hung out with, like,
But,
like, the male cousins. He's always hanging out with the female cousins.
but even moving aside from gay, like think about the term like spick.
Spick's fun.
Like what kind? Who would decide to use the word spick?
I don't know. Or, like, in your set, where you have the cop call you a jigaboo. Where it's like, what does that even mean?
And how would that apply to 2019? Like,
Yeah, well,
what the fuck
yeah,
did
no
you
shit.
say,
Well,
officer?
that's
Like,
what I can't go into. I go like, he calls me a jigaboo, and then I look at him like, well, sir, I'm crying because you just called me a racial slur from the 1920s.
It doesn't make any
and
sense.
I don't know why you're talking like this. Sir. It's
Yeah.
2019. Like, I was like,
Yeah, it's a bit about smoking weed and why my eyes are red.
just imagine it's like he's like, shut up, you jigaboo.
Other-
No, I'm black. He's like, that's what I called you, you fucking nignog. Like, that one I kind of
Damn,
understood.
Nignog's a little bit like, ooh, you want to call me a nigger
That
for
just sounds like
sure.
sounds like a tasty drink.
Or even if they call you a
nignog-
coon, it's like, wait, what?
Wasn't there a snack called a nignog?
That sounds awesome. Is it delicious?
I think it was something with chocolate.
I
For
was like,
sure.
was it made of chocolate?
Yeah, it definitely had to be made of chocolate. I don't know.
It had to be. There's no way.
Oh yeah. I forgot what I want to ask you now.
More racial slurs.
All the racial slurs.
More racial
We
slurs.
recently go on a tour of the Museum of Hate.
Museum is that a thing?
Yeah.
The Museum of Hate, or is it?
No, the Museum
Museum of Tolerance?
of Intolerance. Yeah.
It was just tolerance.
Of tolerance.
Yeah.
They're not promoting intolerance.
it's like, welcome to the Museum of Intolerance.
Hey! You have to walk in.
It's like, fuck the blacks.
They give you
Hey.
they give you free swastika tattoos.
I don't even know you, and I hate your fucking guts.
I would joke like that,
All
too.
the bad things happen to you.
It's like every time you
And
punch in
knowing
your
you.
ticket of admission, it's a simulated
Nobody else.
spit wad in your
I hope
face.
all
Like,
the bad things in the world happen to you and you only.
I like saying that to people.
Hate. That's a good thing. It's such a mean thing.
Just-
Like, that's the meanest thing you can do to say to somebody.
It just-
I hope all the bad things happen to you and you only. that's so sad.
it's like, sir, what did I do to you? Like,
Player hating.
I just asked if you
Just
could
being a player.
recycle.
It's like you're just so successful. I just want to hate you for no reason.
You corny.
Next person that says that, I'm gonna shoot them motherfucker.
Next person is going to get shot. Believe that. We're just going to be quoting Chappelle Show for the next hour and a half. Hope you guys know.
I could definitely do that.
Let's
Dave
do it.
Chappelle is.
That's my.
I was like the funniest kid in the 8th grade because of Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle.
That's my favorite thing to do. Like in public, we just openly reference, like, me and my friends just openly reference, like, Chappelle Show. Like, we'll just go up to each other and grab each other by the neck and go, "You too close, man!" Like, we just do shit like that. It's so fucking
Who's
funny.
the 5 best rappers in the world? Dylon, and Dylon.
'Cause I spit hot fire.
fire.
It's my fucking favorite thing.
I remember I said this to this white kid named Ben. He was like big, pasty, fucking platinum hair, glasses,
Taking my goddamn
awkward
sweater
as fuck. And I remember I told him that once, and then he actually looked it up, and like he was laughing. And then like for like up until we graduated high school, this was in the 8th grade. I said this up until high school. He kept on saying this to me. And I was like, dude, it's not funny anymore.
But to him, that was his world.
Yeah, he was like, we're still friends, right? We're still friends. We
We
still
only
got
have
it.
this one.
We had a bond, right?
He was like, you're my only black friend right
Yeah,
now. I
man.
really need you.
He could have shot shit up. That could have been the
Yeah.
one thing saving you.
That's
You're
true.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I
What
was
if he
not.
killed every other black guy except for you?
He's like, I spit hot fire.
There can be only
And then he
one.
just laughs away as he goes shoot more back.
Bang, bang,
You're
bang.
like, now I'm shooting hot fire.
My gun spit hot fire.
This is why I was always nice to the weird kids in high school.
Yeah, I was a weird kid.
Like the dudes that were like pasty white and smelled like poop. You know what I mean? You're just like, you're my friend.
We definitely had one of those kids.
Oh man, it's fucking
Every
great.
school has them.
Every school did, and I hope they're doing all great things right now. And they're
Yeah.
having a fun adulthood. That's one thing for sure. Because there's
Yeah.
always those people that like, you know what? They didn't experience a nice child, adult, life, young adult, but then they grow up to be a real adult, and they're pretty successful.
And they still hate it. Oh.
But then there's some people that grow up and they get nothing. It's like I had a shitty childhood, teenage years, early 20s.
Life is bad.
Life just sucked for me.
Damn,
See, you can
that
be like
sucks.
Anthony Michael Hall, where he's like a little nerdy kid in Breakfast Club, and he grew up to be like extremely good looking. It's so weird. Like it's so weird.
Who is this guy?
Anthony Michael Hall. Google him.
Which one is he?
He's the nerdy kid in Breakfast Club.
Oh, I got you.
Have you seen what he looks like now?
No,
He looks amazing.
he's a beautiful man.
I mean, he's what is he like 40 something probably?
He's number 4 on
50-something?
Google. I just typed in
There you
Anthony
go.
M.
So there's right there. It's a completely different human being.
Why does he look so different?
He's old now.
Look at that.
Yeah, like one of his eyes is gone now.
This
Well,
is the one.
he's
This is the
old
one
now.
that pulled bitches.
That's the
Yeah,
one, yeah.
that was the one pulling bitches. I feel like
I want to say now.
Oh,
I mean,
this nigga was in Shield. Okay, I fuck with him already. He went from the Breakfast Club to Shield, my nigga. That's an upgrade.
it's
getting that motherfucking Disney money,
Oh
bro.
yeah, right. He went from the big screen to the silver screen, but fuck
He's
it.
old as fuck, though.
Hey, Disney pays.
Disney pays. That's what they're making Disney Prime now.
Good for this guy.
Disney Plus.
Good for his glow up.
Yeah, he went through like he was like.
Oh, wait, didn't this dude
Yeah.
let a guy like rape his girlfriend in 16 Candles?
Wait, what?
Oh, is that him?
No,
Have you guys ever seen 16 Candles?
No, I
Yes.
That's a
haven't.
very fucked up movie.
it is. It definitely is.
Yeah.
There's a chick that gets raped in that.
Well,
I don't know. Is there? I don't remember.
I think so, yeah. We're pretty sure.
Damn.
Rape was vague in the 80s.
Wait, what? Do you think rape was big in the 80s?
It's vague.
Oh, vague. I
Where it's like, did you get raped? I don't know. Probably. You want to go get some cake? Like, fucking.
I think rape is still vague now. Well, they're trying to get more complicated with that shit. They're trying to like make everything our fault these days. I fucking hate that shit. It's like, yo, I was just as drunk and probably snorted more cocaine than you. What's good, bitch?
Then you're sober.
Not once
God.
that blow wears off.
It's like, I was on crack.
I was on meth and wanted to stick shit up my butt.
It's like, I ate like 9 mushrooms. I'm just fucking. Not even like psychedelics, just regular mushrooms.
Oh yeah, see, the geek takes the deal and drives Caroline home, and then by drive her home we mean have sex with her while she's blacked out. But Caroline says she enjoyed it, and now she's in love with the geek. So yeah,
Jesus Christ!
I remember that.
That sounds like Stockholm. That's like textbook Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah,
It's
that's like-
you get raped and then you're like, oh, that was a really nice raping. I
the,
think,
the fucked up thing is though, that's a popular movie among like young women.
yeah, that is.
Like
That is.
16 Candles is like one of those girl like chick flick movies. Like
Exactly.
what the fuck? Like this.
Does that mean all women are essentially under the like impression that they're being raped up until they like it?
No, I
Is
think
that
I
what's
think
going-
this was just like a part of the 80s and a different like mindset of America.
I
like,
feel like it's
Yeah, rape
still
is part-
they thought it was
Rape-
okay. If you guys went on a date together and got fucked up together, if she was blacked out, it was like, well, it's okay. Like, but now it's like,
blacked out, like
We
she's
missed-
incoherent, not responsive. Just
That's
bro,
different.
that was before. I think that was before like the days of the consent laws we live in. Like, I'm sure. like,
this is okay.
hey, it's like if y'all went out and partied together, got fucked up together. I mean, where do you think it was gonna lead to? That's basically with that old 1980s line of thinking.
But does it even get
have
wet?
you seen Animal House?
Yes, I have.
Well, yeah. I mean, do you not drool when you're asleep?
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Oh my god.
No, Tim asked right now. For those of you that can probably do some CSI shit. He said, "Does it get wet?" And I said, "Well, I mean, you drool while you're asleep, right?"
Yeah,
Okay.
I drool from different areas
People
while I'm
will
asleep.
eat. I'm a prime example, and this is something from my past. I have been on numerous
Fat ass
occasions eating in my sleep. Like
pretty
legitimate, like eating. One time, my father, he said that he heard me in the kitchen below, and I made myself a sandwich and ate in my sleep. And another time, I woke up with just like, we went out to fucking like Taco Bell, and I passed out. I ate one taco, but I woke up with like taco wrappers everywhere. Like, oh shit! Like I must have ate this shit in my sleep.
You're like a very, very nice werewolf.
And I've done the impossible. I had a mouthful of sunflower seeds and was eating them in my sleep and spitting them out into we were watching football in red zone. Like, you know, got kind of drunk.
You should go to a sleep clinic and see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, it's very weird. It's a very weird thing. But it only happens if I don't eat like
That's
enough.
fucking
Like
strange.
it's weird. Like if I'm hungry, but I go to sleep super stoned or like drunk, hey, I might wake up and eat something.
That's pretty good. Your body's looking out
Lock
for
your
you, man.
pantries, yeah. Lock your pantries when I come around for your fucking party.
It's like, who the fuck came
I've
over
been
here?
told I've done online and then just fell asleep.
That is fucking wow.
Were you snorting fucking Lunesta? What the fuck?
Yeah, like, that just seems like a waste of drug. If I saw that, I'd be like, "Yo, wait a minute. What are we even doing here?"
That's a waste of my heart and brain tissue right there. It's just like, I just snorted and went right back to sleep.
It's a waste of your nasal cavity. Just gonna collapse your fucking septum and shit. Like what?
Yeah.
And you're like an Artie Lang.
Already like, oh shit.
Oh no, that was heroin and shit.
And
No,
the
he started just much. Well, I
you
don't
heard
know
the poker player that had that happen to? I forgot his
I have
name.
no idea.
No.
He's a poker player, but he was like a young prodigy. Entered his first tournament, won when he was young. He blew all of his money on drugs, cocaine, and like.
Yeah, they're in Vegas. What do you? You're a poker player.
That's the fucking crazy life. If you're a professional poker player, just
a lot of those people get rich as fuck.
playing
Very
with
fast.
millions.
Very fast. Especially if you're good enough, then certain people want to give you money
Yeah.
just to watch you play poker and get them more money.
That's fucking crazy.
And then you get to keep whatever the fuck you guys work out. That shit's fucking awesome.
That would be an amazing setup to have.
I wish as a kid I just always played poker, so then like I could even go to Vegas and be like confident enough to be putting down like hundreds or even thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that ever.
Yeah, I'll play a good round of 21
I don't like gambling.
and
Gambling's-
Russian roulette.
Yeah, there you go. My odds good. There's 6 chances.
When I spend unnecessary amounts of money, like either because like I
feel
fucked
guilty.
up and I have to like I get like this like overwhelming like pressure / pain in my balls, like when you get kicked in your nuts.
I think
And
you have cancer.
and I remember from like a young kid, like in like 8th grade, freshman year of high school, like I actually started to pay attention to money, and like my dad took my sister like clothes shopping, and one day he just spent like almost 2 to 3 racks on school clothes. You know, that of course are gonna last a long time. He got like the summer, almost into spring and the autumn, because you know we were coming back from school, and then second semester you usually get another shopping. But I was just like, I never realized that growing up, like, oh shit, how much your parents spend on you for everything, like jackets, pants, shoes, out. And I'm like, fuck.
Bro.
And I remember I was standing next to the register holding my stomach, like I don't feel good, like this is bullshit. Like this is
balls
like,
hurt.
all for clothes, and that's when it happened. Because when he did it to me, like I was being modest. I was like, I don't need to get all the shit. Because my dad be like, yo, like get what you want. You know, this is for the beginning of the school year. But I'm like, nah, it's cool. Like I'm not tripping. And it's not like we were like my dad was ex law enforcement, so it's not like we were tripping for money. But I just thought that it was ridiculous how much clothes cost. And then
Retired nigga.
he fucking ex.
Yeah, no, that's not
But I mean like he's ex now.
and just say retired. Son.
Whatever, nigga. All I'm saying is
My retired girlfriend.
he's retired. Oh yeah, he's retired law enforcement. That sounds better. So
My retired wife.
all I'm saying is that like when he spent money on me, it hit me again. I was like, oh my balls, like why is this hurt? And then I gambled for the first time, and I put $100 on red. Came out black. Never
Nice.
listened to The Simpsons.
Damn. I remember I seen my parents spend like $1,400 at Costco one time. I was like, what
Jesus
the?
Christ.
That's what I'm
Fuck.
saying.
What
Like,
fucking makes me mad?
We
though,
had
is
so
that,
many
like,
pizzas.
but
What makes me mad though is that like my parents like they'll go like gamble, not a lot, but they'll go, and my dad will like come back with a couple grand, and I'm like, how the fuck, dude? He just like sticks at one table and he just wins a bunch of money.
some people have that gift.
Yeah.
I don't
don't.
fucking get, and he's like, want some money? I'm like, yeah, and he gives me $100. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, fuck
I don't
that.
fucking. It's so fucking weird.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm not mad about
maybe
it.
what's really going on is they're actually going out to like sell drugs. And,
Yeah,
like,
probably, who
so
knows?
you're like, yo, can I get 100? And he's like, fuck yeah. He gives you a little drug dealer slide.
As long as you can like not like lose a lot, that's the only thing. Like, cause once
Yeah.
I lost for the first time, I realized gambling's not for me because I just felt shitty. I was like, I just lost money.
Yeah, once I lost 20, I was like, fuck no, I'm going to win that shit back. And I came up $5, and then I lost another 20, and I was like, oh, I see what's going on here. I'm not falling for that shit.
It's not dope.
Yeah. I hate losing as it is, but once I lose money, I'm like, that's a double L.
I straight up. I'm fucking so hot and, and tired.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely does get warm in the studio.
I totally
The
forgot to
studio.
ask. Can you turn that young AC on, or is that too late now?
Yeah, we're waiting the shits.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're just gonna battle it through.
yeah, you're gonna battle it through. You're gonna
gonna
be
fucking
seeing
kill
some
myself.
sweaty dudes up in here.
Yeah. That's why I took my hat off.
with a tasty beverage.
Yeah. You want another beer?
No, I'm chilling.
Word. Well, can you open that? Can you crack that? Crack that a little, just a little.
Yeah, crap that.
And
That's
then you
not
get
bad.
background noise.
That's not bad though, is it? You guys let us know if like the last hour, a little less than an hour of our show sounded like shit because we opened up the door.
I can totally.
Yeah, you can, that's what I'm saying.
Just
Like,
close
Tim,
that shit,
like,
fuck
that's like-
But is it annoying though?
Yeah,
Is it
just close it.
livable?
like, what the fuck? Like, just
I'll just crank that easy.
Because he's a little bit right. It is a little bit. He's a little hot. A little
Again,
bit hot.
you
The
know
block
what?
is hot though. Yo, the block be fucking hot. Yeah, what you got for us?
Well,
We
I
got
believe
some
you had
things,
some
right?
topics you wanted to kind of touch on, let our guests know. Because, Andrew, if you don't know this already, or if you haven't been prepped by Tim, we do consider ourselves more on the fringe side of the conspiracy world.
We
where-
like the truth, dog.
Black helicopters.
and we do like to just look into everything. We don't necessarily go super gung ho and say that everything we believe is 100% and exists. You're
No,
crazy if you
everything
don't.
is true.
But we're not going to dismiss it. We're going to have fun with it. We're always going to try to play the either devil's advocate of either A, I believe in it, or don't, and why, or just to what
Man,
basically just we look at these things as more so as fun than we're not trying to prove it right, but we're trying to have fun and see is it plausible.
I don't know about you, dog, but I believe all this shit.
Well,
It's
all
all
right.
it's all fact. It's all for real, for real.
So go ahead and prep young Andrew on your
Yeah,
theories for
so
the day.
pretty much what I've been into over the past week.
Hentai.
Actually, it ties into hentai.
Oh shit.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Everything ties into hentai.
It's all hentai.
Everything is hentai.
The tentacle porns to the fucking big titty cat ladies. I like
Nice.
big titty cat ladies, but
Good job.
no, yeah, I've really been like, Jesus Christ. No, excuse me.
Burp that way, you fuck.
Yeah, my bad. There's nobody there, and like now I do it. I've been really looking into predictive policing. Yeah, are you familiar with that at all?
Like profiling or
On a technological level. So basically, what's going on? There's a lot of systems like for the LAPD. They're using what's called Operation Laser, and it's they use algorithms in a computer, and like they pretty much say these are the problem areas. These are the times that problem areas happen, or problems happen in these areas, and these are usually the usual suspects of it. So they pretty much set that as the original algorithm, and it continues to grow. So there's more and more policing going on in these areas, while leaving more affluent neighborhoods alone, and not having the same police activity going on over there. On one end, like, it's like, sure, okay, if there's nothing going on there, but what's going on is like it's coming off kind of racist because they only end up in like the black and Latino neighborhoods, right?
yeah.
So pretty much going off of that, how do you feel like using algorithms from AI systems? Do you feel like that's a benefit, or is kind of fucked up civilly?
It really depends. Like I think there should be patrols in like areas that are generally common for crime. Like I mean, you're not gonna have like cops patrolling around like Bel Air. Like that's not really like what's gonna be happening because there's not gang violence in really nice areas usually. But as far as like letting it be run by someone who's not alive, I think that's where we get into some weird trouble because I think we're starting to get into a point where we're trusting AI with too much, and I believe there should be a point in which we need to stop, or at least slow down our progression with technology, because I think right now we're good. Like I think we're fine. Like as far as like shit like that. Like I think we should keep pursuing stuff that's like cures for like cancer, or cures for AIDS, or cures for different types of like diseases, before we find out how to make the new iPhone better.
Did you know we found the cure for AIDS
Did we?
and cancer?
Did we?
Did you? Do you know they cured cancer with AIDS?
Not me.
I'm not even joking.
They just traded it.
Google it right now. There was like this thing where they tried this thing where they used like a dead version of AIDS to combat cancer cells, and it worked.
the fuck?
Yeah.
I haven't heard about this.
So they used AIDS to kill cancer.
I'm not going to be surprised. I believe AIDS was man-created in a lab.
I believe that too.
So I
Maybe.
do think they have some type of like antibiotic for it, but the industry keeps a little bit of population control. And I'll give you a little bit of a breakdown why I would think that to be true. Now, since our system is leading towards algorithms and AI learning, there's these Georgia Guidestones. Have you ever heard of those?
No.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and pull that
definitely.
up. So essentially, the Georgia Guidestones is a list of statements, almost like our commandments. So it's kind of like things like "Thou shalt not kill," "Thou shalt not," shit like that. But instead of it being like that, it's more on the line of just rules.
It's very Luciferian, right? In a way.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me try to get so I can read it.
10. Oh, is that what these are attributed to? The Masons
So
Lodge?
this is what it is. It says maintain humanity under 500 million people in perpetual balance with nature. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Unite humanity with a living new language, almost like code, like the Learn to Code kind of franchise, simulation theory. We'll get into that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in the world court. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights with social duties. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. And 10, be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature.
Whoa. I never knew there was all those. I've only read number 1.
Now, what I kind of think it is, I think this is a script. And if
For what do you mean?
for coding,
Oh, okay.
for coding and AIs, and I think if this type of guideline or guide, nature were put into let's just say a medical algorithm, kind of keep us in balance. So if you have a social security or ID number, they can know when you were born by your social ID, know that if we have this amount of people, maybe we shouldn't be treating them with the same type of healthcare. And that's if we're all based on this universal healthcare, that everyone's a part of this one system, and kind of gets onto the whole one world beast system nation. But I think the whole one world beast nation, if you want to get into that, is going to be run by an algorithmic system that we give power over to. But the power that it's going to be going off of are these guidestones.
Yeah. That's kind of fucking weird. I don't like any of this. I need to go home.
Enjoy your time now, motherfucker.
Do you think that like the whole AI, because you said you think tech is good where it is right now, which I could kind of agree. I think we are pretty good right now. I like having GPS and not having to worry about maps and direct communication and sharing information. But I do get worried when it comes down to algorithms and tracking our data and software.
Because it's being people are too trusting of their own creations, I think, where it's like even with stuff just like Facebook and YouTube, where they just don't, like the algorithms they have in place are just super shitty, and they just don't identify the problems correctly. Like just like in simple with YouTube, it'll just go through and like flag or delete videos that are deemed problematic when it leaves other videos that are making profit for their actual site. They'll leave them alone if they're doing the same exact thing or worse of the actual thing they deleted other videos for. Okay. So it's like it's just, I don't know. I don't like this shit. It's just very it's very weird. I think personal assistants, like a native AI, something that's not connected to the internet, something that's not like something that's just like this. It's just this. This is the AI. Okay.
Yeah.
It can't do anything unless you like plug it into a computer, or like say your house is a closed system and it just runs your house. Yeah. That would be cool. Or like it runs your car, but it can't it can maybe learn, but it can't escape.
Not on some Skynet
it can't escape.
Shit.
Yeah, it can't escape the closed system, and it can't like go out and fuck with other things. So I think that would be
kind of sounds like flat Earth.
Huh? What? What the fuck? How did that even come? What? Just mix that in here for no fucking reason? What the fuck is your problem?
Sounds like Roswell.
Jesus Christ. That's,
Well, I mean, he's talking about enclosed systems that can't affect anything else, but have complete and total control over the things within its own contained system.
you don't need a flat earth for that shit. Come on. Let's
Continue.
Let's be serious for
I
a
threw
moment.
I threw that in as a quip. Come on.
Vaccines cause
I'm sorry,
autism.
ladies and gentlemen.
You guys vaccinated?
I haven't gotten I haven't gotten a vaccination though. I think since like maybe 2009 or 2012.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
my last vaccination, I ended up getting it reactivated my bronchitis. I got pneumonia and the flu.
And last time I got a flu shot, I got really, really sick. So I just said, "Fuck it, I'll take my risk." And then since then, I've had like flu.
No, you
but
get sick
like,
all the time.
Yeah, but it's like 1 day or 2 days. Except for that last time, I was like deadly sick.
Bitch boy immune system.
No, that's when I stopped drinking
Alright,
water
alright.
and I stopped working out.
Yeah, why would you
I
stop
stopped drinking
drinking
water.
water? What the fuck?
Well, I was drinking way more coffee than water. Like,
You get your water from your coffee,
My whole
dude.
body became acidic.
yeah, I don't know. Too much.
My bloodstream is 50% caffeine.
I'm just
I just-
always amped.
I just mainline mocha frappuccinos.
Damn, that's probably why I thought you were tweaking for that little bit. Shit. It makes
I need to
sense
stop
now.
drinking caffeine.
Wait, how did you get out here?
Caffeine's bad for you guys.
This is where flat Earth led us.
I believe in fat earth.
So wait, when you're drinking all that caffeine, was that when you bought the 240? You're just like, fuck yeah, I need something that goes fast.
Nah, that was just I wanted to get something that was fuel efficient. Then I bought a turboed KA 240.
Fuel efficient,
I
my
know.
fucking testicles
know.
with a fucking 1000cc fucking injector. Get the fuck out of here.
It was fun though, boosting at 30 psi.
Until you blow your shit up.
Yeah, it's all good though. It's all good. We had fun in that car. I love
Actually,
that
he's
car.
absolutely right. It's always fun until you blow your shit up.
It's always fun until the cop pulls you over doing 120.
Yeah.
You just keep going
It's
faster.
like, you're going to jail.
I actually was going. I was on the 60 going past the 15 freeway. I was already hitting like 150, and like right off the freeway, like there was a cop. It was he's like in like an SUV, not like one of the new SUVs, and I blew past him at 150, and like I let off the throttle for a brief second, and then like I was just like, wait a second. There's no way he's catching me. My exit is the second one.
Yeah.
So I just laid back into the gas and fucking kept on going up.
Yeah,
Very
that's
hardcore.
sometimes the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, otherwise, I mean,
You're going to
car
jail.
impounded, going to jail,
Yeah,
driving.
and I was trying to go to work,
possibly
so
crush.
I can't get arrested.
No.
Just gotta tell them you gotta take a shit really bad. So, that's
I'm
fucking
late,
bulletproof.
motherfucker. I'm late, and I gotta take a shit,
Like, dude, I'm turtle heading right now. Okay, I'm about to
Like-
shit my pants.
and then just start shitting yourself while he's trying to arrest you.
Yeah. See, my out is I'm gonna like just pretend to breathe really heavily and just say I'm having an asthma attack. I'm gonna go to the hospital. It's pretty good. It's pretty bulletproof, right?
No, that sounds sketchy because like, what if you don't make it and then you crash your car going 120 plus?
What do you mean? I mean, like if the cop pulls me over.
Yeah, you're having an asthma attack. And it's like, yo, like while you're driving, yeah. I'll be like, nah, fuck that, my dude. You should pull over and call the ambulance.
No, gotta do it.
Actually, pull over and get Uber on the fucking
Yep,
way.
good idea. Fucking awful.
I'll watch your car.
Thanks, dog. Ah, fuck.
Wait, we were talking about the surveillance state, right?
Yeah.
What?
Before we got into that tangent, that got us pretty far out there.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that the society is kind of going to be like one big giant minority report? Because that's kind of what I'm getting.
Dude, that's something I was personally feeling because even with, of course, we've talked about it multiple times about China and the social credit system. There's been other countries to adopt this
China.
shit, and along with that, India, they now India's using fingerprints and iris scans in order to get their goods and services. From what I read, it seems like it's starting to become mandatory because, of course, they're not the good old US of A where, like, you have your fucking constitution, your rights, and all
But
that shit.
what is the prints actually for? Like, what are they?
Verification.
to buy
identity theft.
groceries.
To buy groceries? Oh,
Yeah.
Think about it, like
Stupid.
if
Yeah,
like you have a
exactly.
company that has and that's what's crazy about it too is because I've never registered my thumbprint with Apple ID or anything,
Yeah, I
I
have.
have.
Only because I don't.
Iris.
Even though Apple has been pretty good on not giving out their information, like they didn't want to let the FBI in.
Wasn't there that fucking scandal with them where they apparently was like letting them in with or some shit like
No,
that?
they were
Yo,
fighting. They were fighting from letting them use a
FBI.
backdoor on their software.
Yeah.
But my mind is still like, well, anytime you can still sell that information, because the government's not going to try to buy their way in. They're just going to want access. But who's to say that they're not selling that information? So if you get in with this third party money app, like let's just say Cash App starts making you have a thumb transaction record for all information or every type of club membership, it's gonna be able to tell where you buy, what you buy, and then that's gonna implement into the social credit system of, yo, if you're buying all these cheeseburgers and milkshakes and fast food, we're not going to cover your health insurance, or we're going to give you a fucking higher rate.
Diabetes.
Which now, if you think about that, you're going to be like, okay, I'm not going to then purchase the food I want to eat because they'll know by my purchasing records digitally that I'm not eating healthy and I'm not abiding by my diet. So your freedom is being taken away on the choice of what you can eat. It's a very small thing,
kinda-
but slippery
yeah, I get
slope.
you.
Yeah.
And that's where it comes down to when your transaction records are all digital. And that's why we have a lot of states with legislation saying that they do not want to have any type of cashless store. Cash should always be our forefront, and there should be no record of your purchases. Like, I think your data is personal to you, and you should have the right to whether you're going to give up that personal data or not. That's why whenever I download an app, I always decline all access to GPS location, camera, photos.
Definitely.
Unless I need it, and then I'll turn it back off because they can track where you're going. And that's
I
how
don't want
that's how
them to
I mean, police fucking get access to that shit too. Like,
Yeah.
police are on social media. They know it's good. They can follow you, create a fake account, make it look like they fuck with your shit. Like, for all I know, one of the blockheads could be a cop trying to just arrest good old unidentified black male.
You're pretty identified at this point.
I know, I'm pretty identified,
I don't know. They could have got you by now.
But if
yeah,
that were the
please
case-
don't set us up.
Yeah, don't set us up. We don't.
Take me to jail.
I only like drinking and driving. I don't like doing any other weird thing.
I only like being reckless.
See, exactly. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
So
I'm here to kill people.
this is something that I always thought was gonna happen because I saw this stuff. Because I remember back in 2012 and 2014, through that time period, I was very into
Did
conspiracy.
you just laugh at period? You fucking 12-year-old.
No,
Time.
because I said period and I was like period. And I was like, but no, like, I used to be like really into conspiracies around the time. You remember we were talking about more like UFOs and other things of that
Yes.
nature, and I just saw where we were going with the digital technology and Apple Pay and the swiping of cards, and I saw the new chips coming in, and I was like, damn, like this is a sign of the digital future. And I was like, yo, we were probably gonna be on that digital only shit future. And then at that time, what happens? Like,
Yeah, I remember when
do
that
you-
was coming up.
like people always say on like the truth movement or the preppers, they'll be like, oh, well, I'll just move out into the woods. It's not gonna be that easy. There's a lot of things out there that you got to buy and have an account for. So
Yeah.
I mean, like, how do you
I
even
feel
go
like-
about not participating?
I feel like when they say shit like that, though, they mean like just rely on it as minimally as possible. Because I watched this show called Wild Alaska or some shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like about the people who live in Alaska. It's like a family of like 10. It's like a mother, a father, and then all their kids, and like they kind of like help. They within the family build a house, and like they spend minimal on goods and shit, and they just do most of it themselves. I feel like that's one of the most realistic ways of doing it if you want to live off the grid. Because I don't feel like, especially if you're a modern person, there's too much convenience in slightly staying in, but they're set up best where if they ever had to go all the way in, they know they could do it on their own.
yeah.
I feel like that's what a lot of people that say it right now mean. Going forward, where if it were to be like, yo, let's get off the grid, they could get off the grid.
I love the grid. There's porn there.
I
Porn
jack
off
off
the grid.
I jack off to memories sometimes, dog. Sometimes those are the best. Just
I look for the curvy tree.
it's like, damn, that fucking salmon's looking
Oh, yeah.
fat.
Look at that trunk.
Well, We
Looking like Jessica Rabbit.
kind of touched on kind of the meat and potatoes what we wanted to dive into, but I do have a list of some articles we probably want. We don't got to dive into all of them, but just some of the ones that are more like high
potatoes
topic.
look like a sexy woman and some titties.
I organize it.
Definitely, yeah. But
I put potatoes on
Well,
my
if you're a
meat.
girl, he's like, damn, meat and potatoes. That looks like a dick.
That's my porn star name.
meat and
Meat and
potatoes.
Meat and
Potatoes? It's like now starring meat and potatoes.
Why is it called that? It's like, don't fucking. You don't want to know.
Well, what do you think about this one? We had an anti-GMO activist that was recently found dead in a hotel pool.
Good.
Hours before her planned delivery of 200,000 petition signatures to the EPA. So rest in peace to the activist Mila Demir from Key West.
What happened to the signatures?
We don't know.
Get the fuck out of here. That shit's set up. What the fuck? That's so sketchy. Fuck them.
Her death, of course, reminds informed observers of the death of threats that other anti-GMO activists have been subjected to over the years.
I'm sorry. Who the fuck is pro-GMO?
They're big business. Think about
These motherfuckers are pro-GMO?
well, thinking about people.
There's so much against it. This is fucking nonsense.
Thinking about people that would rather have their vegetables not go bad for 3 months instead of it having going bad in a few days.
Them
you
niggas
know?
gay.
And again, we're not saying gay because we don't like the homosexual.
They're definitely not
audience, the
homosexual,
LGBT.
but them niggas is fucking funny in the head. That shit's...
See, even when you say it like that,
that sounds worse.
Yeah,
that sounds worse, doesn't it? Okay, that's my
because
bad.
of course,
But, yo,
since you just said funny in the head, actually, the World Health Organization has actually dropped being a transgender from their list of mental disorders. So technically, you could not say that anymore.
One of us.
So that is something that's very interesting. It's crazy when you think about it.
I need them to make being drunk a mental
Because who
health
is
disorder.
the Who? Like, who is the Who?
Bunch of dudes. Probably women too. I don't know if I can.
But because you know what has been.
Bunch of doctors.
Do you know what has been listed as a recent disorder?
What?
Being addicted to games.
Stupid.
Do you play video games?
Yeah, not all the time.
What's some of your titles that you play? Because I mean, we're obviously adults now. We can't play video games 24/7. But
Oh, I play them a lot.
yeah, but I mean, you still got to go to a 9 to 5 and go to work.
I've been playing recently. I've been playing just like old shit.
PC or
I play on my Xbox. I've been playing a lot of old Xbox titles, like from the original Xbox, because it's fun to me.
backwards compatible on the Xbox
Yeah.
One or old school Xbox original?
It's backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
So I've been playing a lot of like old Star Wars games.
Oh
So
shit.
those are the
Battlefront?
best. Yeah, I just
Jedi
downloaded.
Academy?
Yeah, I'm playing. What is it right now? Yeah, I think it's Jedi Academy.
I feel that one.
Yeah, I think I'm on the final stage right now. I've been not playing it.
Did you get that? Did you get that Game Pass?
No, I don't like subscription based stuff for games.
But do you have Xbox Gold?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
you
yes.
get the 4 free games a month though.
Yeah, I don't always download them.
No,
but
I do that
Yeah.
because I'm a PC gamer now, most likely.
Yeah.
I mean, not most likely, like most definitely from everything. Like I consider myself now on the PC side. Most of the games, unless they're console exclusive, I'm just gonna buy it for PC.
I just don't have a good PC to run games on, so I mean.
Hey, I mean, it's not that expensive. I mean,
Yeah.
if you can run it cheap. I built my PC for $500 and it runs pretty fucking
The
good.
homie just built another one.
But nah, like when it comes down to gaming, most likely, I have Xbox Gold and I pay $60 per year, and I usually forget and it auto renews. But each month you get 4 free games, so like I don't feel bad spending that because I know that at the end of the year I'm gonna have a fuckload of extra free games.
Yeah.
Even if I download it and just delete it, it's still within my account.
Yeah, no,
archive to
it's
always
still
be-
there.
Yeah.
That's usually what I do because I don't have any fucking memory anymore. So
Like,
I'll just buy it. And download it.
yeah, same shit.
Think about it though, like if you were a kid, like, and your parents couldn't afford to buy you all the new games when they came out, but it was like, yo, every month you're about to get 4 free games because I bought you this Xbox with an Xbox Gold subscription.
Yeah.
That is killer, and that's
Or,
what I
yo,
love.
dope.
Pay $10 a month, you get that Game Pass, and you get all the fucking games you want. Or pay $1 for that 1 month free trial.
It's true. And then just play all the games you need.
Yeah, that's
Like,
why.
I'm over.
What if you got shitty internet though?
That's true. That's the problem. Is that my internet sucks. So I
Wait,
don't.
what? Why do you need? Why is that?
Because it's streaming.
You gotta stream it. It's a streaming service for games.
But it saves it on your memory.
Does it? I don't know.
Yeah, it saves
Does
it on
it?
your
I haven't
memory.
used it.
No, yeah, it saves it on your memory.
It saves the game on your memory, and then like you play until.
Yeah, and then once you unsubscribe, you don't have those games anymore.
Oh, okay.
Still not down.
I might check it out just for a month, but $10 a month is steep. Like I don't play enough games for that. Like if I was a kid, definitely it's better than going to like the video store and renting games. But there's no way you're gonna tell me
The good old days.
like Blockbuster, Universal Video, Hollywood Video. Those are the fucking days.
Yeah, I just got the 1 month trial for $1, so I'm kind of checking that out. If I actually like fuck with it more, of course I'm going to keep it. But we'll see.
I have no idea. Continue to the next non-close to home title.
All right, so here's another topic on our list that we were gonna kind of cover. Venezuela.
Yes, I like that.
They have a
I don't like
fucked up economic crisis. We talked about it on an earlier episode of the Block is Hot podcast.
Yeah, Venezuela has been fucking up.
And apparently, I guess like their financial situation is so bad that the criminals can't even afford to buy bullets.
So we won. We won then.
That shit's so fucking funny to me.
A gang leader had told the Associated Press that it often doesn't pay off to use a clip of bullets for $15. And it's just like, damn like they're counting bullets.
$15 for a clip of bullets? That's nice.
Yeah, man. I mean, fucking Chris Rock joke, right?
Yeah. We need bullet control.
Bullet control. And apparently violent deaths have decreased as the economy starts spiraling.
So how they killing each other now? That's what I want to know.
Vans.
Like, they're just running into each other like, fuck it, I'm already using my gas.
It's like,
Might as well just hit you.
I mean, Vans the shoes.
Nah, bro.
Whipping at each other.
They're killing each other like they're killing each other in Japan right now. Because, apparently, unfortunately, rest in peace, 2 were killed and 16 schoolgirls were injured in a Japan stabbing attack.
Did he use a sword, though, is the real question.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucked up.
Oh, no, it says knife. Knife holding man.
Because they don't have guns, majority of their crimes are actually committed with knives and swords.
Yeah.
So
and
it's still like they're living in feudal Japan.
That's fucking crazy.
No, yeah, they use baseball bats also. That's why, I think maybe this might sound fucked up, but from in animes, I'm left to believe these motherfuckers still use chains.
Oh, chains?
They have throwing stars.
Beat a
and shit,
motherfucker
right?
with a chain? What the hell is wrong
They have
with you?
shurikens. That'd be crazy.
Death by shuriken, and it was like dipped in the blood of a pufferfish or whatever the fuck that shit's called. That's
Holy
really
So that paralyzes you?
yeah. That shit's like super deadly. It's like one of the strongest neurotoxins.
Fuck that.
It's like above black mamba, like toxic. I may be making shit up now.
Well, shit, man. Fucking
It is really strong.
parents in London are actually sending their teens to Africa to escape knife crimes.
So London's so bad. See, man, London, you guys always give us shit for all the shootings that go on over here in America. But you motherfuckers are getting stabbed.
Getting stabbed, ran over,
Yeah.
yelled up. Oi!
I mean, do you realize how
Death by
personal
oi.
it is to get stabbed? Like, just like Tim.
Oh, no, yeah, because you always get more than one.
Yes, true.
And usually
Sometimes
people...
it's slow. When you're fighting back, like the dude from Saving Private Ryan, where he's like, no.
Yeah.
Or like, have you seen the first John Wick? Like during one of the first fight scenes when like those people break into his house, and, like he's struggling to get the knife into the dude, and like the dude is like, and then like he gets on him like,
So cool. Anything Keanu Reeves does, he could do that in real
Well,
life.
I know what the fuck we do in America. Bang! Let me get the fuck away from this shit.
Bye.
Bang, bang, skeet, skeet,
It's kind of
nigga.
like it's so loud that it's like, oh, the neighbors know somebody just got shot,
And then they call the police.
Yeah, let me leave. When you get stabbed, you don't get found.
It's silent.
Until the next day when the person's already gone. You just get...
The person could have killed you, slept on your body, woke up, had sex with your dead body, and then ran away.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, maybe.
So what are you doing tonight, Tim?
Probably ate a sandwich, like shit.
He probably used it as a blanket or something.
Where's my machete?
Jack the Ripper? You guys had that, not us. We had Billy the Kid.
It's true. We had Billy the Kid who just shot people. Great guy.
What was that guy, Dillinger? I was about to call him Daz Dillinger.
John Dillinger?
Yeah, John Dillinger. That guy was fucking shooting up banks all over the
Everybody.
place.
All white people.
Yeah.
all the messed up 1920s, 30s criminals are all like the fucking she, like that shit. You know what I mean?
Sir?
Yeah, she.
Yeah, saying get a bullet to your belly, saying.
There's all gangsters wearing suits, and now gangsters are just dudes wearing flannels.
It's like the coppers booked old Billy Mitch over there.
Billy the Midget Mitch.
Got caught up on a racketeering rig.
Yeah, they call him the midget, and he's like 5'2".
I'm Billy, yeah.
See?
Like,
you ever
damn.
see the last of me, see?
Little Rio Grande over there got caught up for a fucking 5'2" bid.
They almost
Pimping
got,
hoes in the street, eh?
yeah, they got his main bitch, Ariana Grande. Apparently, she was a white bitch that thought she was a nigger, see?
Is that a thing now?
Like high yellow broad, huh?
Yeah, apparently, that's the word on the street, Ariana Grande.
On another note, how do you guys feel about this idea? You know, we had the whole age of Aquarius, the age
We're
of
still in it.
Suns, all that. Well, yeah, but fuck me.
I'd rather not.
Scientists declare that Earth has entered the age of man. So does that mean we're out of the age of Aquarius?
I don't know the age of Aquarius even means.
No, yeah, Age of Aquarius is the celestial star system that we happen to be going through.
Well, this is considered a new geological epoch,
But
and it's called
technically-
Anthropocene.
From what I understand, Age of Aquarius is technically the age of man. It's like the age of like the future or some shit like that.
I have no idea.
It goes pretty deep. That's why I take being an Aquarius so to heart.
I'm
That's
Hispanic.
Yeah, all shout outs to all my February babies. We got the
It
shortest.
says the age of Aquarius is an astrological term denoting either the current or the forthcoming astrological age, depending on the method of calculation. Astrologers maintain that the astrological age is a production of the Earth's slow precessional rotation and lasts. So what the fuck?
This isn't a scientific term, is it?
What, Age of Aquarius?
It's just like, I think this is just this teenage girls on Facebook. I think that's all this
Yeah,
is.
it doesn't really matter. We're humans right now, but yeah, a lot of people think it's like, as you were saying, the age of change. So that's why everybody's like being freaked out about Y2K, because Y2K led into the Age of Aquarius, and then we had like the Earth ending with the Mayan calendar, and then we have all this AI technology and social credit systems relating to beast systems and all that shit, and that's why everybody's scared right now.
Stupid.
Fucking crazy. Well, I feel like we got most of these stories out of the way. I don't know if you guys want to keep talking.
I don't know why I did that.
Well, we
That's
can
a little
finally,
weird.
Let's talk about Game of Thrones.
yes, we can talk about Game of
hold
Thrones.
on, I gotta take a pee. I'll be right back.
Oh, dude, let's start without him. I'm not moving.
Is there another beer
Can I
over
even
there?
move?
Yeah, you can move forward a little bit. I need urine really bad.
Is there beer over there, Tim?
No, we're all out of beer.
I can't fucking. You can finish this last part of beer.
No.
Go under the table again.
I never went on the table.
Shut up. You don't know. He doesn't know what he did.
He has no idea what he's doing out there.
I have no idea. I gotta be too, but I'm not gonna be a fucking asshole and get out if I can.
Well, it's all good. We got a bathroom right over there. Once
Yeah.
Tim comes back, it's right down the hall.
I'm gonna piss in this Rolling Rock bottle. It's basically the same thing.
Nah, please. Oh, yeah, basically. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When fucking Tim brought Rolling Rock beer, extra pale.
I'm glad he spared no expense on the beer.
I know, right? I mean, fucking A. This is.
It's like when a kid takes like beer from their parents' like liquor cabinet or whatever, and they like their parents are trashy and they have Rolling Rock.
Yeah, I used to drink Rolling Rock when I first started drinking beer because it's really easy to drink because it tastes like nothing. So
Rolling Rock is like
it's 4.4%.
yeah, I know it's nothing, but it's like it's this is like what, like 25 cents a bottle or something like that
I think it's only like probably like $8.99 or some shit maybe for a 12
for like a
pack.
fucking 30 block.
It comes from the Mountain Springs TU 33. Some type of Freemason Illuminati bullshit with a white horse on it.
Are we just discovering more different types of like conspiracies now about Rolling Rock?
Always got to find out the conspiracies.
From the glass-lined tanks of old
Andrew has to
electro.
use the bathroom.
No, I'm chilling. We can just fucking finish this shit.
All right. So,
Pick me up, boy.
for those of you that are out there,
You guys didn't start talking about Game of Thrones yet?
No, we were talking
we're
about
talking about you and the shitty beer that you brought, or the cheap beer.
Damn.
true. Spared no expense.
I don't give a
Spare
fuck
no
what beer it
expense.
is.
Yeah, you're an AKA any type of alcohol. We know that. But for those of you that are out there and probably haven't known, because our
Isn't that
podcast is
two?
barely a year old,
18?
we're Thronies to a degree. We like Game of Thrones.
Game of
we enjoy
Thrones.
the show.
Yes.
Been invested with the show for about 8 years almost a decade.
Yeah, I got into the second season. That's when you introduced me to it. And I caught up on all the shows very quickly. Yes, it's awesome. Thank you.
Well,
And then it wasn't.
and perfect way to jump into it. So, Andrew, were you happy with
No.
how season?
And no, short answer is no. It was fucking shitty. Look, I mean, like, I admire the scale and the scope of the production itself. I think that was pretty impressive and cool how they executed that. The problem was it was executed poorly, and it wasn't a good conclusion. It was just like there are very few, not very few. Actually, there are a lot of TV shows that end well, but it's like ending something is hard, especially when you've been running for that long. But it's like they just didn't fucking make sense. Like a lot of things just didn't matter. Spoilers, by the way. We're fucking getting into it. Who gives a shit? If you haven't watched it yet, you can go fuck yourself. Anyways, like this, none of it. Like Bran being the three-eyed raven didn't fucking matter at all. Jon being a Targaryen didn't matter. Fucking Daenerys' whole storyline just fucking. Who cares? Doesn't fucking matter anymore. Let's see. Who else didn't fucking matter? The Hound of the Mountains fight, kind of fucking dumb. What else? Killing Varys was stupid. That was rushed. That was very rushed. And I'm just gonna talk about the fucking finale. I'm not talking about the entire season because the entirety of season 8 was pretty shitty too. Like it was very boring. Like the episode, the Night King, that whole fucking thing was fucking dumb. Just wasted time. And then I just fucking Arya didn't deserve to kill him at all.
Yeah.
Fucking fuck you, Arya. I liked your character, and then I'm just like, you stole that moment for yourself.
Wasn't expected. Wasn't expected.
What wasn't expected? They're like, oh, you bet you were expecting that? Yeah, I wasn't, because they're fucking stupid. Okay, that's fucking dumb. It's like if you're in court and the judge comes up to you and just smacks you in the wieners. We're expecting that, were you? No,
Like,
I wasn't.
Kind of professional. Like
That wasn't supposed to happen right now.
And it's like it's just dumb. And people were like, "Whoa, because she's a girl?" No, because she had no fucking relevance when it came to this stuff.
especially the White Walkers. Like what? The
Yeah, I'm like, you have zero connection with it. You've been on a fucking another continent this entire show, just being blind and being. And then why is she all of a sudden an expert assassin when she didn't do shit? Like the entire show, she trained for like a week, and they're like, "You're blind now. Cut this fucking dude's face off," and then that was it. And then all of a sudden now she can go toe to toe with an army of dead people. Didn't make any sense. It didn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, she did kill a lot of bodies really quick.
It was fun to watch. Didn't make any fucking sense. But then you have the people that are like, well, it's just a TV show. Yeah. So is everything else that's fiction is just that.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm kind of on the opposite. I mean, I know that I understand, and I'm looking at it from different levels, like some 3-dimensional chess. I just see it kind of like, I know that they took a shortcut because they're getting another Disney bag and they were working on another movie. So of course they're like, well, fuck this. We can end it in season 8 and kind of make it make sense. So
yeah, kind of is the key word there.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of loopholes and stories that were ended. However, I still see it as it's an HBO show, and coming from HBO shows that I've seen, I didn't watch The Sopranos, but I did watch The Wire. I did watch Oz. I didn't watch Entourage. You know, I watched Game of Thrones. And the shows that I've watched, and I kind of have a feeling on how they end shows. And it's not always going to be what you want, but story-wise, I thought it kind of made sense. And the whole Game of Thrones, the whole story was about the Stark family.
Was all the Starks and the Targaryens?
Yeah, but to a degree, the whole show was
just her.
Was about like about the Starks and their whole thing from season 1, and then about the Targaryen chick who's trying to build her throne. And I feel like everything else was extra, so I always knew it was going to come down to whatever Daenerys had on her team and the Starks and whoever was left. That's why when the Red Wedding happened, it was kind of like, fuck, everyone's gone except for like 3 people. And then fucking the other Rickon couldn't bob and weave and shit.
I think
ran in a fucking straight line like an idiot.
I think it would have been best if everybody would have died at the end.
The reason why I kind of see it as something that is kind of it's not a great ending, but if you're gonna end a show, I've seen worse. Like, I personally didn't really like how Breaking Bad ended with Walter just getting shot. Like,
That's a perfect ending.
It's a good cliffhanger because you don't know if he survived the shot or if he didn't.
Perfect ending.
But then it's also kind of, I find that in the same presence of The Sopranos. Like The Sopranos, you don't know if he died or
what's his nuts.
I didn't see Sopranos, so I can't comment.
But it's like because with Breaking Bad, there were no loose ends. Everything got tied up. There was nothing like you were wondering about. There was nothing like what's gonna happen to this person. The only thing is like Jesse when he drives away, and you're like. But like he escaped, like he got out, like he's good now. Maybe he's gonna go to jail. Who fuck knows? But it's like the story of Walter White got tied up perfectly, and then there is that what if at the end is maybe he will live and he'll go to jail for the rest of his life, or maybe he's dead. Most likely he's dead. But then it's like, but with Game of Thrones, it's like there are so many unanswered questions. Like, it's just like, first of all, during the Battle of Winterfell, what the fuck was Bran doing? Just sitting there all wide-eyed and shit, not doing anything, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna do something tight.
He was waiting. He was waiting his whole.
That's stupid.
Wait, hold on. That's what fucked me up about the end, because when they're like, oh, we still can't find the fucking dragon, he's like, don't worry, I'll find him.
Time out.
Or not. And it's like, wait, what the fuck?
There are no werewolf trees in the South, you fucking idiot.
Now, since we know now that the books are intertwined, but the books are not finished yet.
Yeah, the books.
He says that he's not going to do the same ending.
Time out. No,
I don't know if he will.
He's probably not going to do the exact same, but the books were never identical. They were never identical. But he said that what they did was similar to what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
So because he gave a blueprint template, they kind of did their own thing, but it was still kind of based on that same premise. So what I'm saying is this: like, check this. The show is synonymous with the books to where now the show is ahead of the books, but the books can continue to go on. I'll break down to you why the ending made sense to a degree of developing a longer story arc for the books.
And that's whack.
Whatever. I'm still going to make my point. So the book didn't live up to everyone's fandom, and I think that's why everyone is so upset. Because you have a show that you've been invested in for so long, and you didn't get the surprise that you wanted, but you got a surprise you didn't expect. Brand
I
Broken.
don't like that. Just the problem is that like I don't care about like just make the surprise good. It
I
wasn't
feel like
a good
everybody.
surprise.
It was pretty obvious John was going to have to kill the Daenerys
Again,
that was very obvious.
No. And you're
obvious.
only saying that because I told you this exact same breakdown. Don't try to act like you didn't fucking think of this. I just tried that. I said that on the set. Time out. Let me get mine off.
Wait. I'm gonna let you keep going. You have a long one. I know. I knew John was going to kill her since the episode before.
For those of you guys who are listening, he was not saying this when we watched the fucking episode together. He had a different opinion. You were rocking with Norik on this, but all right.
I was actually pretty quiet most of the episode.
I'm talking about at the end when we talked about it. Of course, no one's talking in that episode.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Let me get mine off.
I know.
Let me get mine off.
Beyonce, the best music video.
So with me, and I was saying, it all made sense to see what happened because it's like history repeating itself. You had what's it called, Jamie Lannister.
The way they died was stupid.
See,
too.
you keep saying that shit doesn't make any sense. They're not the same bloodline, though.
You didn't let me get it off.
I know what you're going to get off.
I know, so let me get it off then. Shut the fuck up. So what I'm saying is this.
But you cut me off. Wait, hold on.
Bruh, why are you still talking?
Nigga,
why are you still talking?
Why are you still talking? Your shit's whack.
Why?
That's why, because your shit's whack.
The listeners haven't heard it. Let me get mine off.
That shit's whack.
Shut the fuck up. You get your time. See, this is what you get when niggas get on the mic. All right, so.
Hold on. You want to see a nigga right now? Hold up,
Andrew.
motherfucker.
I'm talking to Andrew now.
No. Don't listen to his whackness. Don't listen to his whackness right now.
You know the history.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Bro, why you being a nigga? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Seriously.
Okay.
Just let me get this shit off real quick.
Okay. Go ahead.
Like, this is the whole point. It's just give us our opinions and breakdowns, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck if you think it's wrong or not. Just let me get mine off and we'll let the fucking viewers decide.
It's whack anyway.
So what I'm saying is this. I only say that as far as for an 8th season ending, we know we're not getting any more, but they have to wrap it up. It's just that's what they're doing. We're not going to get any more. They've already decided what they're doing. It makes sense. They repeated history. You had Jamie Lannister who killed the king when he was the king's hand, like his Ace Boon Coon soldier. You know, like he was there for the get down. Jon Snow was the one who fucking bent the knee, took Daenerys' side as like her one and only person that she could ever trust and would never expect to stab her in the heart, not in the back. You know, like Jamie did. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you have that little story arc repeating itself. You have the whole realm being put in a reset. The Starks become an independent nation of the North, like it was in the first season. You know, you have Bran Stark becoming the king or whatever, which everyone kind of speculated he was either going to be the White Walker or something king or some type of. There are so many theories going around that it's kind of like, okay, that threw us for a shock. No one expected him to get the throne. People thought, oh, maybe Sansa will steal it from Cersei, or you know, maybe she'll kill so and so. There's been so many theories that say, okay, that one didn't come out. Everyone who was Team Daenerys got their heart broke because Jon did the backstab. Now, people talk shit about the dragon burning down the throne. My thing is, I think the dragons were, you know, smart creatures, and they were around her always talking about getting the throne, the Iron Throne. They know what the fucking Iron Throne is. I'm not going to discount them as being some stupid animal that doesn't understand what the thing is when they can understand to set a nigga on fire and kill a bunch of shit and fly there. I want to give him at least a little higher bit of intelligence. So once he realized that his mom died, and also the reason why I didn't burn Jon is because Jon is also of Targaryen blood, so he knows this is our Targaryen, and he's also a male, so he has higher rank on some primal shit.
Yeah.
That's why he's just like, fuck, let me burn this throne. So now he's like, fuck you, none of you get it, and then he just dips off, you know, with his mom.
My theory is he saw his mother stabbed to death, and he saw the Iron Throne like, that thing's pointing, I'm gonna burn it.
See, but that's too simple. But it's like the creature. Those creatures gave you so much more.
Couldn't burn Jon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't burn Jon because it's Targaryen bloodline that he knows, and it's just a connection. It's like, I can't set the male on fire. It's alpha shit, you know. And
that's why he let Jon walk in.
Now, also, the original Targaryen was crazy, you know, the Mad King, and the whole thing was that whenever a Targaryen's born, we flip our coin and shit. So you had two Targaryens. One of them was obviously crazy. One of them was good. One of them killed the only one. But then you have the warring factions that aren't just gonna let that shit slide. Like, bro, we just died for Daenerys. We're not gonna do that. So that's why they have to give us this little bullshit council meeting to kind of bring everyone together and be like, what's the right justice thing to do? Like, and then they pull that social justice warrior shit where it's like, oh, our old way of society doesn't work. Let's think with the people thing. But it's like, come on, cuz this is like fucking ancient civilization and like kings and castles.
Wait, hold on. Why is that SJW? That's what we do right now.
I know, but that's the thing.
It's kind of working.
I know, but don't bring that into some shit that didn't exist back in those times. That's what I'm saying. So like, that's mad corny, and that's why no one fucked with it because they're like, they laughed. It's like, we're not gonna give our vote to the people. So that's why when the midget, I'm sorry, fucking dwarf, he broke down everything and made it seem like, okay, Bran the Broken, he doesn't want it. And even though they did the corny, that's why I was here, that's why I came, like, and that's what I'm saying, it wasn't the best thing. Everything was high levels of corn, but to end it at season 8 and just to close it up, I think this was probably one of the better ways of doing it. Now catch me on the drift. They said they're not going to do a spin-off of Arya going after the dragon that's going west, but that can lead in,
went east.
Whatever. I'm not getting into specifics. I'm just saying that can lead into stories for books. Arya can get a whole segue of a book. Jon can get a segue from the Night's Watch. All this can keep going on to where we won't get another season of the Game of Thrones. So let's just say 10 years later, when all the stars are already, unless someone dies, the ones that survived and were important, like, we're not worried about the other ones, but like, as long as we have Sansa, Arya, Jon Snow, Bran, as long as none of them die in real life, we could have a lot of them come back and reboot the series at an older age with the new parts of the book that are going to be written by George R.R. Martin. And that's why I say, as unfulfilling as season 8 was, I can see where the show can still go on and live on in the books, because the books haven't been written yet, but there's also fan lore within TV shows. So it's like, you can never, now that they've taken that route, you can't deter too far from the source material of the show. Because before that, it was the books, and it would be like, okay, they deterred from the source material, but it's still somewhat on, you know?
Yeah.
And that's my piece. That's all I'm saying, is that as bad and as unfulfilling as season 8 was, I can understand it on a plot level and like looking at things in the distance. But I'm not gonna hate on it for as bad as it was. There's still unip and shit, like shit in Dorne. We never got rid of all the characters in Dorne. They were supposed to go. Like, what about the sisters?
Yeah, a lot of unanswered questions.
But maybe the books can answer it. That's what I'm giving hope for.
Yeah, but
I feel like that's why it's so whack. They didn't think about they just thought about the dollar, and that's why they set themselves up for so many spinoffs.
But we still not off jump though. We already know that the producers and like they're you know.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I find it so fucking corny, because it's like, yo, you guys could have ended up very fucking like do that good old Game of Thrones shit and just take a turn that nobody really expected coming, because I feel like it was very obvious that Jon Snow was going to have to kill Daenerys, because like as soon as she told him, she's like, you can't tell anybody. Like if she was supposed to be this great and all like benevolent fucking queen, she should have like been like, okay, let me find out the research to this and like step down. But like as soon as she kept on going like, oh no, this is all my shit now, and then like she was even getting violent with Sansa, bro. That's hold on one second. She was getting violent with Sansa, like pretty much tell her like pretty much checked her, you know. And like that's supposed to be like, she's supposed to be like about Jon Snow, and like it became very obvious that she was just using him as a power move. And that's why I feel like it was very obvious that like Jon Snow was going to have to kill her, especially once she took out all of King's Landing.
Yo, real question: would you bang your aunt if she was that hot?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
No.
No.
Did you just say you don't know?
It's different. No, wait. Time out.
Whoa.
You have to look at it like if I'm putting myself in that type of ancient times where that was like not uncommon because that's how they shared the bloodline. But with this 2019, nah, I couldn't bang my aunt. That's gross.
Pick your words wisely. I could never do that shit.
But check this though.
Ow, my arm.
Like
So no one banging your aunt.
no one's banging
you
their
don't
aunt.
you don't bang ants. Let's get that clear for anyone that may be mistaken. Do not bang your aunt unless it's like on accident in some way.
Gun X Sword?
Yes.
The man with the claw. He was a good guy, but he ended up killing people because no one was gonna get in the middle of his dream, and that was her dream. You know, she wanted to be the queen. She wanted to sit on the Iron Throne.
Yeah, and that makes you evil.
And John was the one thing. You know, it wasn't. Oh, of course, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. But when John was telling her that, like, he was still willing to step down because remember, that's his aunt. She's older. But this is something.
He was the rightful heir,
it's
though.
a man's world.
He was the rightful heir, though.
He was the heir according to male right.
Well, wasn't his father older than the Mad King?
No, his
How
father,
is
his
that
father
his
was
aunt
her
then?
brother.
Remember, his aunt. She's older.
Because excuse me, his father was her sibling.
No, I mean,
And he was the oldest sibling.
I don't think she was older. I think they might have been the same age.
Stop.
He
I'll break it down for you
He was
right
the oldest
now.
of them.
So remember when Liliane and the other Targaryen dude gave birth to Jon?
Yes.
At that point, Daenerys and her twin brother or whatever, they were already born.
Yes, but that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, of the siblings,
they're
hold
kids
on. John's father was the oldest, so therefore it will go from John's father to him.
No, it goes from the king's children.
But if the next king,
that's what I'm saying. Like, look at it. It's the king's children. We can look this up, Google it. But like, the king, the Mad King, had kids.
Yes, he had
he
three
was
of them.
killed.
John's father was the oldest.
No, but John's father wasn't the Mad King.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
he can't be the father.
No, it
but
goes.
he was the oldest of the siblings.
No. I think you need to look back and do your history on actual like royal families and how the lineage is passed down. When it goes down from a king, and he has a prince and a princess, which technically would have been the Daenerys and her twin brother. His brother was the one that was in love with Lyanna Stark.
Yes, I know that.
So his kids are already born. Kids. The baby's born after.
Yes, I get that.
The baby doesn't proceed above the kid as far as the inheritance of the throne unless it's a male. If her brother never died by Drogo in season 1 or season 2, and she died, then her brother would have been able to kill Jon for the right to the throne. It would have been him automatically. Jon would never have the right. Remember, it's all about a man in the situation.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's why I'm telling you.
That makes sense.
She was threatened because she no longer holds her stake because Jon, even though he's younger, is still the male in the Targaryen hierarchy. So that's what I'm saying. So that's why she's like, you can't let anyone know, because if they find out that you're the last born male, you automatically get it.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yes. That's how it's broken down with like all lineages. Like in your household, it's always the male, and this is the Jewish culture. I think they go by women's names. That's different.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. Like, so
that's weird.
So that's why I thought that like the whole, even though season 8, I don't want to hate on it so hard. All I look at it is like the business, unfortunately, trumped the artistic vision.
That's the problem.
So I just don't want to hate the series and go out like that.
Yeah, the business always trumps the artistic vision, though. That's what Hollywood is. That sounds depressing as shit.
That's some real shit.
I don't want to end this podcast on that.
I think this is a good stopping point.
Is that how we end this one?
That's
Yeah,
good.
man. That's
Fuck
gonna
yeah.
be one to end it on.
Yeah. Fucking Hollywood. Please be easy on us.
We were sad
all
and
we ask.
disappointed with Game of Thrones season 8.
Yeah. Real quick, Andrew, do you have anything you want to plug?
Plug that shit.
Plug your Instagram, plug your
sure.
YouTube, anything you got, plug it in. Let them
Follow
know.
me on Instagram at Moncayo. That's the word Pokemon, Cayo. Follow me and watch me post stupid shit like about my dog.
Hey,
We all like dogs.
It's true.
definitely. So shit, this is the Block is Hot
Yeah.
podcast.
Motherfucking 42. We're 10 more weeks. And then it's been a year, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's fucking
10
dope.
more fucking episodes, and we're going to have a fucking blasty blast of an anniversary fucking episode. Yeah, fucking. I don't want to call you cunts. That's a little rude.
Yeah, bloody fucking cunt.
Yeah, fucking blockheads.
Oi,
Oh,
get the fuck over here, mate. What the fuck you say?
Yo, for some reason, I don't remember what was up with me last night, but I was in my bed. I was talking in like different accents.
Do you ever
Just
just
talk
get?
to myself.
Do you ever just wish you were like some sort of British slag, just in like drunk as fuck in a pub every
Oh, yeah.
night?
I wish I had
Oh.
that
Oi,
accent.
get over here, come over, mate.
Oh, you bloody yanker, get the fuck over here,
We're like-
you fucking cunt.
No, you're pronunciating stuff too much. You gotta just let every word melt together. Oi, yeah, get over here, mate. I didn't even talk to you.
Yeah, you sound drunk as fuck.
Are you okay? It's like, yeah, you're not okay.
I know my things.
I thought that said Joe Biden. I'm like, oh shit, he's spitting rhymes now. Also, he's black.
He shaved the
He
head.
shaved his head and got very tan.
Oh shit, we
Got a tat.
we filled up the memory card
Hell
With
yeah.
what memory card?
for
Oh, the video?
Yeah, we fucking. So
Yeah.
yeah, this podcast is gonna be cut short, visually wise.
Well, you guys aren't missing shit. We're ending anyway, bitches.
That's fine. Let's fucking end this shit.
What
Give
song
a-
did you want?
Yeah.
You've had an hour and a half to think about it.
Put on. We're talking about John Dillinger earlier. Put on the song "Milk Lizard" by Dillinger Escape Plan.
I totally thought you were going to say something
Right
by
there.
Daz Dillinger.
No.
Milk
This is
Lizard,
a different
the
band.
Dillinger Escape Plan.
Yes.
Dillinger Escape
Plan.
Plan. Here it is. And for all y'all out there that are members of the block, we appreciate you. Make sure to join the Discord. Follow us on Instagram at the Block Top Podcast. Follow
And
us
it's
on
Tim Red
Twitter.
Hose.
Oh yeah, and it's Tim Red
My
Hose.
bad, I had to get in front of you really quick.
Follow
I
us
got
all.
excited. Yeah.
And
Oh, YouTube. Boop, boop, boop.
Oh, yeah.
Like, share, and subscribe.
like, share, and subscribe on YouTube because we're gonna be coming at you with the video, even though you're not gonna be seeing this portion on the video.
You might
Awesome.
see our Pornhub too soon.
Yeah, maybe on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Definitely on Pornhub. All right,
Bye, guys.
peace, bitches.
All right.